The need for speed. Cheetahs, 0 to 100 in 3 seconds? Nah, we're not talking about a sports car. We're talking about a spotted, purring missile on legs. Meet the cheetah. These elegant creatures are the undisputed sprinters of the savannah, capable of bursts of speed that would leave even the fastest human in the dust. But there's much more to these felines than just raw power. Join us as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of cheetahs, uncovering their surprising quirks, social structures, and the challenges they face in a rapidly changing world. Get ready to witness their incredible agility, their remarkable adaptations, and their endearing, almost comical personalities.
Now, we all know cheetahs are fast. I mean, it's their claim to fame, isn't it? But just how fast are we talking? Well, imagine a world where you could outrun a sports car. That's the reality for a cheetah, capable of reaching speeds up to 70 miles per hour. That's faster than most cars are even allowed to drive on the highway. But their speed isn't their only remarkable feature. Take a closer look, and you'll notice something curious about their claws. Unlike most cats, a cheetah's claws are only semi-retractable. It's like they're constantly wearing a pair of track spikes, giving them incredible traction for those lightning-fast sprints. And speaking of surprises, did you know that these speed demons can't roar? Oh, they can purr like a well-oiled engine, and even let out a high-pitched chirp that's almost bird-like. It's a far cry from the bone-rattling roar of a lion, but then again, when you can outrun practically anything on 4 legs, who needs to roar? Their slender bodies are built for aerodynamics, with long, powerful legs and a flexible spine that allows them to stretch out and cover incredible ground with each stride. They're like living, breathing sports cars, perfectly adapted for speed and agility. But don't let their athleticism fool you. Cheetahs are surprisingly lightweight for their size, more akin to a large dog than a lion or leopard. In fact, they're often referred to as the fragile big cat, and for good reason. Their slender bones and lean muscles, while perfect for speed, make them vulnerable to injuries, especially during hunts or confrontations with larger predators. It's a delicate balance, this need for speed and the fragility it brings. But it's a balance that has served them well for millennia, allowing them to thrive as the ultimate pursuit predators. And let's not forget those iconic tear marks. Those black streaks running down their faces from the corner of their eyes. These aren't just for show, you know. They act like built-in sunglasses, reducing glare from the sun and helping them see clearly even in the brightest conditions. Quite a handy feature when you're chasing down gazelles under the African sun, wouldn't you say? So there you have it. The cheetah, a marvel of evolution, a testament to the power of speed, and dare I say, a bit of an oversized kitten at heart. Now, if you thought their speed was the most fascinating thing about cheetahs, buckle up because we're about to dive into the wonderful world of cheetah quirks. Let's start with their vocalizations, shall we? Forget the roaring lions and growling leopards because cheetahs are the original chirpers of the savannah. Yes, you heard that right, they chirp. It's a high-pitched, bird-like sound they use to communicate with each other, especially cubs calling to their mothers.
Oh, and speaking of cubs, we're the most playful little things you'll ever see. We tumble, wrestle, and chase anything that moves, and sometimes things that don't. We're like furry, spotted tornadoes, and trust me, watching us play will totally melt your heart.
But it's not just the cubs that exhibit these endearing behaviors. Adult cheetahs are known for their curious habit of climbing termite mounds. No, they're not looking for a snack, although a termite or two might be an added bonus. They climb these mounds to get a better view of their surroundings, like furry little periscopes scanning the horizon. And then there's the phenomenon of cheetah bromances. You see, unlike most other big cats, male cheetahs are often quite social, forming close-knit coalitions with their brothers or littermates. These bromances are more than just friendships. They're strategic alliances that help them defend their territories, find mates, and increase their chances of hunting success. But don't let their social side fool you. Cheetahs are still wild animals, and they need their space. They're not the cuddliest of creatures, and they're certainly not afraid to stand their ground if they feel threatened. But there's a certain vulnerability to them, a gentleness that shines through in their interactions with each other and the world around them. They're a constant source of amusement and wonder, these cheetahs. One minute they're lightning-fast hunters, the next they're chirping like birds or engaging in playful antics. It's this unique blend of grace, power, and endearing awkwardness that makes them so captivating.
Now, you might be thinking cheetahs are amazing, but how do they stack up against other big cats like lions and leopards? Well, it's not exactly a fair fight, and that's by design. You see, cheetahs have chosen a different path in the evolutionary game of cat and mouse. While lions and leopards are all about brute strength and stealthy nighttime ambushes, cheetahs are daytime specialists, relying on their incredible speed and keen eyesight to secure a meal. They're like the sprinters of the savannah, while lions and leopards are more like marathon runners or weightlifters. And those tear marks we mentioned earlier? They're not just a fashion statement. Those black streaks act like built-in sunglasses, reducing glare from the sun and giving cheetahs an edge when hunting during the day. It's like having a pair of polarized lenses built right into your face, but their lightweight build, while perfect for speed, also means they're not as well equipped for taking on larger prey or defending themselves against more powerful predators. They're more likely to flee than fight, choosing to conserve their energy for the chase rather than risk injury in a confrontation. This avoidance of conflict is a key part of their survival strategy. They've carved out a niche for themselves as the speedsters of the savannah, leaving the heavy lifting and nighttime hunts to their larger, more robust cousins. It's a delicate balance, this coexistence between predators, each playing their part in the intricate web of life on the African plains. And while cheetahs may not rule the roost in terms of sheer size or power, they've certainly earned their place as one of the most fascinating and successful predators on the planet.
Now, as much as we love to celebrate the speed and splendor of cheetahs, we can't ignore the challenges they face in a world increasingly dominated by humans. Habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and the illegal pet trade cast a long shadow over their future.
Imagine, if you will, your home shrinking, your hunting grounds disappearing, replaced by roads, fences, and human settlements. This is the reality for cheetahs across Africa, as their once vast ranges are fragmented and squeezed by human expansion.
And then there's the illegal pet trade, a cruel and unsustainable practice that rips cheetah cubs from their mothers to be sold as status symbols. These cubs often endure horrific conditions, many dying in transit or succumbing to diseases brought on by stress and poor care.
It's a bleak picture, but it's not without hope. Across Africa, dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to protect cheetahs and their dwindling habitats. From anti-poaching patrols to community outreach programs, these conservation heroes are fighting to ensure that future generations can witness the spectacle of a cheetah running free.
And there's something we can all do to help. By supporting reputable conservation organizations, spreading awareness about the plight of cheetahs, and making conscious choices to reduce our impact on the environment, we can all play a part in ensuring these magnificent creatures have a fighting chance.
It's a collective responsibility, a call to action to protect not just cheetahs, but all species facing extinction. For in the end, their fate is inextricably linked to our own.
So next time you see a cheetah, don't just think speed, think soft, shy, social sprinter with a bird chirp and a bromance squad. Remember their incredible adaptations, their quirky behaviors, and the challenges they face. If you learn something new or just love cheetahs as much as we do, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and tell us in the comments. What's your favorite wild animal? And hey, who would win in a race? A cheetah or your Wi-Fi when it's working?